What's going on, guys? ChillisFM here, and a couple months ago I put out a video featuring a double legacy Shadow Machamp. Now I thought that was pretty spicy, but it wasn't enough for some people. I got request after request for triple legacy Shadow Machamp. At first I thought, yeah, that'd be cool, but I'm not going to invest a third Elite TM into my Shadow Machamp and take away its bait move. However, I had one commenter coming back video after video requesting this Shadow Machamp to be made, and I broke down. I invested a third Elite TM into the Shadow Machamp, and I might have ruined my Shadow Machamp, but I did it for the content, I did it for my viewers, and if you appreciate that, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Alright, I'm not going to talk anymore. Let's go ahead and get into the battles. Let's see some nukes land. Looking at the first matchup, we have Shadow Machamp up against an Alolan Marowak. That's a bad lead, obviously, so we're going to swap out into Hypno. Hypno does have access to Shadow Ball, so Hypno can actually win this in the one shield. Still, I would rather have shield advantage than switch advantage with this team, so I'm going to eat the Shadow Bone, and then I'm going to go straight for the Shadow Ball. We're either going to get the shield, or we're going to one-shot this Alolan Marowak. We'll see what they want to do. They shield, that's fine. That's where we want it anyways. So they're going to have to throw again to take me out, otherwise I would have got to another Shadow Ball more than likely. So they throw the Bone Club. Now I can come in with Lickitung and just eat this Alolan Marowak alive. The Licks will do super effective damage. We're going to be resisting all the Ghost type moves. So really all they can throw at me is Bone Club, and Bone Club, I think it heals me. Like, I think I have more health after the Bone Club lands. I'm not sure. Anyways, we're almost able to lick down before he gets to another Bone Club. However he does, that's fine. It's going to put me in the yellow, but we're going to have a ton of energy on my Lickitung. So they come in with a Galvantula. We're going to eat 2 Volt Switches and then throw the Body Slam before they debuff me. So the Body Slam gets shielded, and that's fine. We're going to go for another Body Slam. So I tried to false CMP there. I threw 3 licks. It takes 4 licks for him to be able to throw, and it worked. So we got the Body Slam off before he was able to debuff me, and he's throwing the lunge. No big deal. We're going to eat it and bring out our Shadow Machamp. They answer with a Politoed. We can go straight for the Payback here, and I've never ran Payback in the Great League. I've never ran Payback in general, so I had no idea how much this was going to do, but we're going to find out together. Payback from a Shadow Machamp, how much does it do? Holy, it almost one-shots the Politoed, and I'm able to farm down after that, keep my shield, and Galvantula comes back in. I can shield up this lunge, and at this point we could completely just karate chop down, but we're going to go for the unnecessary Stone Edge and take out like a million of these Galvantulas. So bye-bye Spider, GG's, well played to my opponent. Moving into the next matchup, we have Shadow Machamp up against a Chestnut lead. That's not a great matchup for my Shadow Machamp because I do not have Cross Chop, right? So both Stone Edge and Payback are going to be resisted. So I'm going to go ahead and swap out. Now I don't know if you noticed that, but that Chestnut was running Smackdown. I don't advise it, but that's what they were running. They were feeling real spicy. They answer my Hypno with a Snorlax, and I can bait the Focus Blast here. So we're going to build up a ton of energy and then throw an Ice Punch. We'll see if we get a shield. We could not go Shadow Ball, it's double resisted. And yes, we get the shield. They did think I had Focus Blast. That's great. Now I can just pump out the remaining Ice Punches here. So it lands and it does a little bit of damage, not too much. And I'm not able to get to another Ice Punch. Now this Snorlax has a ton of energy. But I think I can come back in with my Shadow Machamp. I should be able to tank one Body Slam as long as he doesn't go Superpower here. But yeah, it is the Body Slam, but he has back-to-back. So I'm going to have to shield up the second one to keep all the energy that I have on my Shadow Machamp. After that, I can Karate Chop down. However, I'm at 1 HP, so I'm going to immediately try to swap out into my Lickitung, and they bring out their Chestnut. So they're going to be at the Superpower here. I'm going to go ahead and shield it up. If they decide to throw a second Superpower, it won't hurt near as much because the first one debuffs them. I go straight for the Body Slam. However, they do catch on their Altaria. It does a chunk to Altaria. We're going to need quite a few more Body Slams. They do have shield advantage here, which is not great. However, if I can get that shield off, I can come in with my Machamp and Stone Edge this thing. Unfortunately, they're not wanting to shield these Body Slams, so I'm going to have to get to a third Body Slam to get that shield off. So they're coming in with the Sky Attack, and it lands, it hurts, but we're able to get to another Body Slam. So this should get the shield, If not, their Altaria is going down, and they decide to let the Altaria go. That was very interesting. They come back in with the Chestnut, and you see the non-staff smackdowns just don't do enough. I'm able to make it to another Body Slam, get the shield, let my Lickitung go down, and I have this Payback ready to go. It is single resisted, whereas Stone Edge would be double resisted. So yeah, it's going to land and easily take out this Chestnut. Let's go! GG's, well played to my opponent. Moving into the next matchup, I have changed the team. I have Hypno up against Altaria. My Hypno does have access to Ice Punch, so this is a pretty good matchup. The Ice Punch is going to be doing double super effective damage. I'm going to farm up and bait like this is a Shadow Ball. I don't want them to shield this. So we'll see. Yeah, we get the no shield. It does a lot of damage, however, it does not one-shot the Altaria by any means. Now we're going to eat the Sky Attack here. We should be able to get to another Ice Punch before they Dragon Breath me down, and we do. So this is at least going to give us shield advantage, if not switch advantage. Yeah, they want a shield, and that's okay. I'm going to get Dragon Breath down now, and I'm going to bring in my Lickitung in case they have a Sky Attack ready, which they do. That's fine. I can lick them down, and I can easily take this Sky Attack. Yeah, it does nothing. They answer with a Hypno, so they obviously have no real answer for this Lickitung. They actually did keep that Altaria alive. I'm going to go ahead and eat a Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch doesn't hurt too bad, and we can now go for the Body Slam. He did sneak a Confusion in there, which is not great, but still we can get to this Body Slam, and we can get to another Body Slam before he throws. So now he has to shield if he wants to keep this Hypno alive. Actually, he does not. He realizes that he can survive it. I didn't think he could. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and go down, eat this Thunder Punch, bring in my Shadow Machamp with 2 shields. So we do have to eat 1 Confusion, but we can deal with that. That's fine. In the back, they have a Frostlass. So I was thinking it was going to be a Alolan Marowak, but Frostlass is just as good because now we can just pump out these Stone Edges. The first one gets the shield, and they try to catch, but they were way off. I mean, Karate Chop, who knows the counts for Karate Chop and Stone Edge? Now we're going to go ahead and hit him with the unnecessary Payback, and this is easily going to take out the Frostlass. So GG's, well played to my opponent. Got to land an unnecessary Payback, and we got to keep both our shields, so beautiful. Moving into the next matchup, we have Hypno up against a Shadow Dragonite lead. That's pretty spicy. However, we have Ice Punch, which will do double super effective damage, and Shadow Dragonite is super glassy, so it would probably one-shot them. They're going to throw a Dragon Claw here. I'm going to eat it. Hypno's bulky enough that we can eat it. And then I'm going to go straight for the Ice Punch here. We'll see if they want to shield this or if they want to call that as a Thunder Punch. Yeah, they shield it. That's fine. I'm probably going to get Dragon Breath down now. Yeah, they decide to throw. That is great for me. If they didn't throw, we might be in trouble. So now I can come in with my Lickitung and lick all the way down before they get to another Dragon Claw. We have shield advantage, we have energy on my Lickitung, and they bring out a Talonflame. So I'm going to build up a ton of energy, and I'm going to call the Flame Charge here. I don't think they're going to go straight Brave Bird. Yeah, it's the Flame Charge. I'm going to swap out into my Shadow Machamp, and they get out of there. They bring in a Hypno. It's Payback time. We're going straight for it. Let's see if this Payback will land. Come on, big Payback. Yes, it one-shots the Hypno. Now, can we get to a Stone Edge as well? Oh, we died with the Stone Edge. If only. There's no way that Talonflame would have thought that we had Stone Edge. It would have taken them out. That's all right, though. Lickitung can come back in. My Lickitung has a ton of energy. We showed up the Flame Charge. We're going for the Body Slam here. We get the shield. Now, we're going to build up and go for another Body Slam here. We'll see how much this does. It shouldn't take out the Talonflame. No, it doesn't take them out, but they are in lick down range now. It's just the battle. Is Incinerate going to take out my Lickitung, or the Licks going to take out the Talonflame? They are double boosted, but still Lickitung is able to lick down. Lickitung is so bulky that those Incinerates just did not matter. So GG's, well played to my opponent. Moving into the next matchup, we have Hypno up against a Whiscash lead. Now I actually really like this lead in this cup, but we'll see how it plays out. So we're going to build up, and I want to go for the Shadow Ball. However, this Whiscash is definitely going to outspam me. So we're going to have to eat a Mud Bomb here, and then maybe we can get to the Shadow Ball. Now I do overform by a bit, so he does throw another Mud Bomb, but that's okay. Now the Whiscash is pretty low on energy, and I can go for the Shadow Ball. So we'll see if they want to let this go through or not. Yeah, it lands, so they're pretty low, and I'm going to bring in my Shadow Machamp. They answer with an Altaria, and I'm going straight for the Stone Edge. There's no way that this Altaria thinks that I have Stone Edge and that I'm already there. Yeah, well, it does not one-shot. It does not one-shot, but it does massive damage. They do reach the Sky Attack just barely, so I'm going to shield that up and keep the energy that I have on my Machamp. So, able to cross chop down, we have a Stone Edge ready. However, if it's the Whiscash, we have to go straight for the Payback. I just go straight for it no matter what here. And it's actually Meganium, and they shield. What? Why would they shield that? Why? I don't know. It's fine though. We're going to come back in with my Hypno. We have Ice Punch. Now they are at the Frenzy Plant here. I decided to go ahead and shield it because I want to get this Ice Punch off. They try to sack their Whiscash. However, they actually catch the end of the confusion there. So I'm able to get to this Ice Punch. They do shield it. That's fine. Now the shields are down and I have a perfectly healthy Lickitung in the back. So they're going to take me out with this Frenzy Plant, but they don't have a ton of extra energy. So Lickitung is going to come in and they are going to get to a Frenzy Plant here. So we'll see how much this Frenzy Plant does to Lickitung. It puts me in the yellow. That's all right. Going to go for the Body Slam here. We could not go for Power Whip. Power Whip would be resisted. Body Slam lands. Does quite a bit of damage. Can we lick down? Yes. Able to lick down before they get to another Frenzy Plant. So GG's. Well played to my opponent. Moving into the next battle up against 1JO. I have Hypno up against Altaria. So we've seen this a couple times already. I have Ice Punch, which is great. However, they are going to be able to get to Sky Attacks and put some pressure on me. So I'm going to go ahead and eat this first Sky Attack. I'm going to build up to the Shadow Ball and I'm going to throw the Ice Punch. So we'll see what they want to do. Do they know I have Ice Punch? Are they going to shield this or are they going to let it go through? They know I have Ice Punch and they actually shield. So good call by my opponent. However, I'm able to reach another Ice Punch before they throw another Sky Attack. So let's see if this one goes through. No, they decided to double shield. So they actually could have tanked that next Ice Punch, but they double shield. I don't want to get farmed down, so I swap out into Lickitung and they answer with Machamp. This is not that bad of a matchup for my Lickitung as long as they don't have Power Up Punch. Because we are doing super effective damage with the licks while we're taking super effective damage from the counters, but that's fine. They only have Ice Punch and we're going to be able to get to another Body Slam here. So this is going to pressure them to shield, but they no shield. That's fine because we can just eat this next Ice Punch, go down, and we can bring in my Shadow Machamp to farm down and get a little bit of energy. So that's exactly what we do. One Karate Chop takes out the Machamp and they come back in with Altaria. Now I could go straight for the Stone Edge here. I think I have to actually. So we're going to shield up the Sky Attack and we're going to overfarm by a little bit and they come in, they catch on their Munchlax. So this is still going to hurt the Munchlax. Yeah, it takes out half Munchlax health. Now I have to Karate Chop down and have a Stone Edge ready to go. They're at the Body Slam here. We have a shield for this. This is fine. Can we Karate Chop down before they get to another Body Slam though? Yes, we're able to. We can go for the Stone Edge and easily take out this Altaria. So GG's, well played to my opponent. Yeah, it's just beautiful. Landon has Stone Edge, super effective Stone Edge on Altaria. It feels good. Moving into the next matchup, Hypno is up against a Cresselia lead. This Cresselia is running Confusion instead of Psycho Cut, so they're not going to get to moves quite as quickly, and that's great for my Hypno. So I'm going to no-shield whatever they throw here. As always, I'm trying to get shield advantage. I overfarm by quite a bit and I go for the Shadow Ball. We'll see if they want to shield up the Shadow Ball or not. It will not one-shot the Cresselia. They decide to shield, that's fine. I'm going to go straight for this next Shadow Ball instead of overfarming. However, they catch on their Licky, so this is double resisted. It's going to do absolutely nothing. I'm going to bring in my Shadow Machamp, and this Licky is going to get to a Body Slam. Now Licky is quite a bit more glassy than Lickitung, so I don't want to eat the Body Slam. I'm going to go ahead and shield it up, overfarm by quite a bit, and then go for the Stone Edge. Now I am showing that I don't have Cross Chop here. However, I'm hoping that my opponent does not realize that, because I should be able to reach a Payback still if Cresselia comes back in, which they do, and I'm going to go straight for this Payback. It just takes a few more Karate Chops. We'll see if they know about it. Yeah, they shield. What? Why are people shielding that? Come on. What kind of psychopath would be running Stone Edge and Payback? Like, how did they know? That's alright. I'm going to bring back in my Hypno just to absorb whatever energy they have. They do throw the Moonblast, and now I'm going to come in with my Lickitung. Can Lickitung close this out? Now they are going to throw a move here. It might be the Moonblast. We're going to go ahead and shield, and it's just the Grass Knot. They only have a Jellicent in the bag, which is amazing for my Lickitung. I can go straight for the Power Whip. It does do super effective damage, and it does a lot of super effective damage at that. We'll see if they have Ice Beam or Bubble Beam. Even 2 Ice Beams is not going to take out my Lickitung. It is Ice Beam. And yeah, you can see it does not do much. The Hexes are doing absolutely nothing, and now I have a ton of energy for that Cresselia. They realize the game is over, and they back out. So GG's, well played to my opponent. Moving into the next matchup, we are up against, you guessed it, another Altaria lead. They're everywhere in this cup. So we're going to build up and go for the Ice Punch, of course. However, we're going to eat the Sky Attack. Now this time I decided to go ahead and overfarm to try to get an extra confusion in, and it worked. So we eat the Sky Attack, and now we can go for the Ice Punch here. We'll see if they think I have it or not. Bum-ba-dum. They do shield. That's fine. I have another one ready to go. We'll see if they want to double shield like the last guy. They do. They double shield. And since I snuck a confusion in, I was thinking maybe I could get to another Ice Punch, but I realized I'm not going to be able to, so I bring out my Lickitung, and they throw a Sky Attack at me before dipping. They're actually staying in, so I'm going to go straight for the Body Slam here before they get to another Sky Attack, and they should go down after this. Yeah, Body Slam takes them out, and they bring in a Kingdra. So immediately I'm thinking this is probably a triple dragon team. We're going to go ahead and go for the Body Slam before they throw an Octazooka. We don't want to get debuffed and then have to throw it. This is going to be the Octazooka. However, I want to continue putting pressure on with my Lickitung, and they do get the debuff. That feels bad. I try to wait out the switch clock. However, I don't think I'm going to make it, so I have to throw this Body Slam with 1 HP. Still, it does a lot of damage, and I'm able to snipe them with my Shadow Machamp, and they have Dragonair in the back. We're going to go straight for the Payback. Now, Dragonair is pretty bulky, so I don't know if this is going to work. We're going to go for it. And it one-shots the Dragonair. Let's go! Moving into the next matchup, I have Shadow Machamp up against a Shadow Abomasnow. That's a great lead. They swap out immediately into Mew, and I answer with my Lickitung. So we're doing super effective damage with the licks, and it is quickly adding up. We'll see what this Mew has to throw at me. They're throwing Psyshock. That's interesting. Not the move that I would pick for Mew, but they must have their reason. So I'm going to build up some extra energy and go for the Body Slam here. Does a lot of damage. However, they are able to get to another move. Even if it's a Wild Charge, I know my Lickitung can tank it, and it's just another Psyshock. So at this point, I can just lick down, and we'll see what they want to come in with now. They bring out their Shadow Abomasnow. So we have quite a bit of energy on my Lickitung, so we can definitely put some pressure on them. First Body Slam goes through, and I'm at another Body Slam. Now they're in the yellow, they're pretty low. Let's see what they want to do here. Yeah, they shield. That's great. Now I bring back in my Shadow Machamp, and I lure out the Hypno. We're going straight for the Payback. Let's see if they know that I have it. Come on. Yeah, it lands, and Shadow Machamp is a Hypno counter confirmed, and they just back out with their Shadow Abomasnow. Beautiful. GG's, well played in my opponent. With Karate Chop, people just don't expect you to be at Payback that quickly, and a lot of people just don't expect Machamp to have Payback in general, so we landed a lot of them with this team. It felt amazing. Moving into the next matchup, we have Hypno up against Vigoroth. This is a good lead for my Hypno because we are resisting the counters, and we can hit them for neutral with Confusions and with Ice Punch. They go straight for the Body Slam here, and I'm expecting them to swap out at some point, so I do overfarm. However, they're staying in. They're going to go for another Body Slam here. That's fine. We're going to throw one more Confusion and start going for the Ice Punches. So we'll see if they want to shield, thinking that I have Focus Blast. Yeah, we get the shield. That's great. Now they finally swap out, bring out a Dugong. So we're going to be able to tank one Icy Wind on this Shadow Machamp. It's going to hurt, but we can tank it. So we tank it, and we're at the Stone Edge. However, I don't want them to get a lot of farm, so I go down to 1 HP. We're going for the Stone Edge. Dugong is bulky. I'm debuffed, but it still takes them out easily. Let's go. All right, let's see what they want to bring in next. They bring out a Frostlass. So I'm just going to bring out my Lickitung, and they realize the game is over, so they back out. GG's, well played to my opponent. Alright, that's it for today. Guys, I had a ton of fun making this one. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, make sure you leave a like, and if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button as well. It helps me out a ton. Alright, this is ChillisFM reminding you that you are worth it and wishing you good luck in your battles.